Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Rocktober 2018. And like all good rock and roll, this month is going to be dangerous. This video is only for Asteroid Fight Club people who have a sense of humor and can handle sometimes worst case scenarios that can be scary. If this is not you, this is not the place for you. I wish you luck finding the information you want across the internets or out in the real world. All right, with that out of the way, this is a general warning, letting everybody know we are on high alert and that smoke them if you got them and enjoy life as it's crazy right now. I mean, it is wild, it is weird, and it is wacky. Mother Earth is a snow globe, and that snow globe is rocking. So I'm asking everyone to calm down, take a breath, think of things you love and things that you're very grateful for. Because we've had a large uptick in 5 or 5.0 magnitude earthquakes in the last 24 hours. In the Indian Ridge, Palu, Triple Junction, Fiji Islands, Chile, Mexico, Waipaga. I mean, we had quite a few today. And then we just had a 6 in Waingapu, East Nusa Tenggara. Had a full solar halo today. And so not only is Mother Earth shaken from the inside, she's also shaken from the outside. The jet stream is, as crankywxguy always says, jet weirding. Because when the sun acts weird, earth weather acts weird, and people act weird. And that's what I need to talk to you guys about. And that's why this one is like top level, no joke. You were in it to win it. You are an astonisher and a superhero who can handle it or not. But you don't necessarily have to agree with this theory. But at the beginning of September, when I gave you guys a warning that starting around the 26th, it would get really weird weather-wise, what I was kind of referring to is around the 17th, Earth, Eris, and the Sun are going to align. And people may say, that doesn't have jack shit to do with anything. Well, dude, I called that thing a long time ago, and on the 28th, we had a 7.7 earthquake in Indonesia that caused a tsunami that killed thousands of people. So, I'm going to say, for now, we should go ahead and stick with my Eris warning. And everybody, especially if you're on the coast, be ready and prepared for more earthquakes, possible volcano eruptions, strange typhoons, and hurricanes. Because we have the bow-shocking Eris shape on the sun. Another thing we will get into later, but all the planets are on the same side of the sun, where they usually go around, and people may say, hey, that doesn't really affect us much. And I'm like, hey, yeah, it does, because it's called angular momentum and radial velocity. So if you're like at a rave and you got like 8 glow sticks with balls on the end of them, when all the balls are on the same side, you're going to have more force on that side. It's going to have more pull on you. So I think everybody's magnetic field is going to be readjusting, whether it be planetary, stellar, or human. So that is what we are watching, and that is the deal. Like I said, the actual alignment doesn't come, I think, until the 17th. And so up until then, we got to keep watching, and then at least 2 to 3 weeks after. I give my advice for free, although I work for your tips. Somebody had a problem with that word, but people have problems with like every word in the dictionary these days. Even words that are out of the dictionary, like dickweed. You got that, dickweed? All right. So, yes, we got out to cover. The sun had a sunspot that showed back up. So our solar minimum, I think we're in it, but it's debatable because things are so weird. It's a combination of factors. And some people are like, hey, dude, carbon explains everything. Or, hey, dude, this one term explains everything. And I'm like, well, I think the sun is a dragon egg. And all of life as we know it in our solar system and on our planet is a very dynamic, complicated process. So let's try and work with what we got. And we can figure out what causes everything after the crazy period. Sound good? Sweet. So yeah, I'm going to need you to be your best self. Ain't going to hurt nobody. And Eris is the planet of strife, chaos, discord, disharmony. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, it's like Eris is up in our business. Eris is a lot like Thanos. Eris doesn't like fun. Eris doesn't like rock and roll. Eris doesn't like comedy. And I'm sick of Eris. No offense, Eris, but you have your own damn planet. Probably solar system. I mean, planetary system. You know, like Jupiter and Saturn have many solar systems around them. And so, you should let us do what we Earthlings do best. And that is rock and roll. And be cool. Yes, we remember how. And we'll do more videos on the oceanic situation. So, the oceans are rocking. As Anthony Mycelio, or crankywxguy, points out, the NWS Sacramento, everybody's getting a little bit of wacky weather on every coast all around. Major hailstorm hit Italy today. We got Kong Ray, which is a threat to Japan after they got hit by their 8th typhoon of the year in Tamari. This will probably number 9. We should be helping them, but we can't even help ourselves these days. And so, Dada Boo, the wave master, is keeping us all updated on the ocean condition and swell and waves. And it's pretty wild, wacky, and active out there. If you've been following along here, you can follow him on Twitter. That's the best place for up-to-the-minute, up-to-date weather information. Though most of the time, it's controlled by political robots and advertisers. But in a pinch, I highly recommend Twitter. But if you've been following Leslie, this giant hurricane that's been in the middle of the Atlantic for like a week, and it's supposed to sit there for like a week or two, nobody really knows what Leslie's going to do, man. I've been watching her like a hawk for like 20 hours on off. All I did was watch Leslie, you know, and the other weather stuff in this month of rock and roll, Rocktober. But yeah, so here's where Leslie was on the 26th. And here it was last night, like 4 in the morning. She had moved, I think, like 16 degrees in 5 days. By my calculation, she was only like 19 or 20 degrees away from New York and the East Coast. So models always take this out to sea, but they told us the same stuff with Florence and with all the earthquake activity and volcano activity and just straight up weirdness going on. It's best to keep an eye on this thing until it's gone, because it's just a giant storm that's sitting off the ocean. And that if it went west, it would cause problems, and it's already causing some issues being way out in the middle of nowhere. Because as Dada Boo, a surfer, has shown us, the waves are pretty high, even though Leslie's pretty far away. So everybody needs to be ready for just about everything. Whether it be horses running into your cafe, or just sharks downtown. As a metaphor or real. Because lately we have been seeing, it's almost like a potluck musical chairs game of whose city will have their streets turned into rivers next. For at least a day or two. And that game has been going all around the globe. Almost no nation or continent has been immune. So, seeing as it is the 1st of October, and this is when I hold my 3-day fundraiser to pay my rent and bills, because this is how I do it at THORNEWS. I'm not a businessman, I'm your planetary defense commander. And so, this is the point where I'm like, if you guys want to help save me, I depend on your contributions and donations. So, I will leave a PayPal link, and I have a feeling I'll be talking to you guys a lot over the next 3 days. I did 86 videos in September. a large majority of them leading up to Florence from the end of August all the way up until it hit, detailing it as well as I could. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to want me on the job this month because the models, it's been like 3-card monte with everything they've showed us. And it's kind of like, guess which one it might be. At this point, I don't know for sure. I'm not sure anyone knows for sure. But I am saying that, as I'd been saying for the month, the weather is going to get really weird on the 26th. And then we'll probably continue at least until the Eris alignment passes. And you may not agree with the Eris alignment, but for now, that conclusion seems to be accurate. So let's go ahead and stick with it. Because we've had, like I said, 12 5 magnitude earthquakes today and a 7.7 that caused a tsunami a few days ago. And their government said, hey, there's not going to be a tsunami. And then a tsunami hit, and it turns out 6 of their buoys were offline. So I am your man, watching your back. I represent all the people, all the animals, everywhere on Earth. So if you can watch my back and keep my lights on and me and my home, that would be fantastic. Because I do a great job, and so do you. Because you are here, awake and aware, ready for anything. And we're going to get busy living, or we're going to get busy dying. United we stand. Or divided we fall. Get burned by lava, and then drown. And I don't want that. You don't want that. Our parents didn't raise us to be losers. I'm not a loser. You're not a loser. So they've been telling us the world is going to end since like 1999. Like, Y2K is going to kill us. And so we ain't dead yet. We are still here. So maybe it's time to get over these hurdles together. Because the old ways aren't going to work. And then we can rebuild and build new cool shit in safe places. As long as we can work together. Which I know we can do. So I love you guys. And I'll be talking to you soon. And I want everybody to stay cool. But no matter what, please take this seriously. And if it's just a reason to enjoy life for your hamburger, your friends, or your family, or your pets, or a Sunday drive that much more, then so be it. But I'm pretty sure this is serious business, man. When I say business, I mean like dangerous. Like musical, severe weather chairs that is deadly for every city and town around. And you don't know where it's going to go or who it's going to hit when. So, now is the time. And we were made for this. So stay cool. God bless everyone. Live long and prosper. And may the force be with us always.